Well,
Well,
talk to Josh.
and?
I'm not down.
Huh?
I'm not down.
You're not? You're not?
No. Why are you down?
You're not down?
Why would I be down?
Why wouldn't you be?
Why are you down for that?
Because we're gonna be safe.
We're gonna be safe already. We have a stronger six than that.
Because
You realize that he just single-handedly almost picked out our entire lines, right?
I know that. There's something behind that though.
What? You better not have told him.
What? No. Are you really?
Imagine.
Really, Jed? Me? I can't even believe you just said that.
What's behind it then?
I think it's a good plan. I really do. Remember, one of my biggest concerns was that like Josh is such a wild card, and I was so concerned that he would win HOH, and then who knows? Like, I feel like anybody would have been up, right? But that concern has now been minimized, and I really doubt that he would make this pitch. It would be really dumb of him to go against any of us that he just suggested that he wouldn't call our name. It would be so stupid. Jed, what you need...
What's stopping him from doing it though? Like he
We would be... I know, it is a risk, but honestly, I actually believe him. And what you don't understand is that, yeah, Josh freaked out on day 3, but you're not seeing that some of what he said yesterday is true. I wish you would have come to the 6 first and talked about that stuff before you went and told everybody. Because I'm telling you, if you listen to the way people answer those questions, those accusations, I'm not saying all of what he was saying is true, Jed, but some of it is true. Some of it is true.
Yeah.
Don't be so naive and think that, oh, trust me, some of it's true.
No, I know some of it's true. But
And I wish you would have just kept that information between the 6 of us and used it to your advantage. That's information that Kyle and Ro did not need to know. You think
what
that...
information?
Do you think
It was
that...
all about them.
Huh?
It was all about them though.
Do you think that if Austin had the opportunity... You think if Austin had the numbers, she would have backdoored you? But it would have been stupid of her too, because they think that me, you, and Ty are in an alliance. So she knows she's not going to get Ty on board. She's not going to get me on board. She knows that she sees that Ty and Beth are close, so she's not going to get Beth on board. It was too risky. Nobody wants to target you so early in the game.
Yeah.
But do I think that a discussion about it was implied? Yes.
Yeah. It always will be though.
It always will be, yeah.
It's always gonna be an option.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
You can come
good.
in.
you can go ahead.
Stretching, working out.
Yeah. Trying.
Oh God.
It's always gonna be an option, but it's just gonna be, can they pull it off? Which is no.
Which is no.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I was not on board before when you guys were talking about flipping Ro. Now I am.
okay, but what me and Tina were talking about.
I'm going back to no.
You're gone back to no now?
After thinking about it and processing it in my head.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why?
Okay, but how does that not expose us completely? You
I
realize-
find it odd that he picked out most of our lines. That scares me.
What's gonna stop him from when next time his back's against the wall? He thinks he's gonna be so calm and cool. What's gonna stop him from being like, yeah, but I got 7 on my side. Boom, exposed. If we all vote Ro out, those other like 4 or 5 like floater people are gonna be like, what the fuck? Why would you
It'd
vote?
be different if he picked a few people outside of our lines.
Yeah.
Then it wouldn't have, but like, we'd be fully exposed. Besides one person.
Like why didn't he think of Austin? Like, well, Austin, but why didn't he think of like Kyle or Ro or someone like that?
Or Keith. He hasn't even, like, he's, you know.
Huh?
He didn't include Kiefer in that either. Or
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
He did.
He did,
Okay.
he did. It was just Braden, Austin, Beth, Kyle, and Ro. He didn't include.
Okay.
Like, I
Okay,
don't-
guys,
I know.
relax. Relax. Okay. Keith gave him the plan, okay?
What?
Keith is the one that gave him the plan.
Gave who the plan?
Keith
Josh?
gave Josh the plan. That's why there's so many of us in the plan.
Okay, well, that's not good though. Why would he?
That's fucking stupid.
That's stupid.
That's so stupid.
He should never have.
I don't think so. The reason why, and he left Beth out purposely so that like it wouldn't draw suspicion. And replace Beth with Tara.
He should have picked.
Do not
only,
say anything.
No, no,
I'm
no, no.
not supposed to say anything.
He should have
But
picked.
you guys are harping about the suspicion of why is there so many sunsetters in the plan. That's why.
A smarter move would have been picking only 2 or 3 of us and working with 2 or 3 on the outside. That would have been a smarter plan. Then you would have been able to do
We're
it.
exposing our entire set, except for
No,
Beth.
that's not the way Keith brought it to Josh. He wouldn't think that there's an alliance between all of us. The way he broke it down to him, in the way of you need to get certain people on board. He goes, if you look in the house, Tina and Tara are close. Get them on board. Ty and Jed are obviously close. Get them on board. It appears that Tina likes Latoya. Pull her in too. These are all different people that you see are always, that we suspect are good with each other. Pull them in, get their votes, and you're good. That's how he pitched it.
But
Okay,
what
so
about
what if it
if
comes down to a situation where he wants to vote Beth out?
We have the numbers to protect her.
But then what is that showing about us if we're not doing what the 7 want to do? Or the
What?
7? Like,
Beth is not on his radar though. His target is Austin.
yeah, but how do we even know that? I don't trust that. Like, why do we just believe that his target's Austin? Like, that's just bullshit to me.
Because it makes sense. It does make sense that his target is Austin, because he's not just mad at Austin for putting him up. He's mad at Austin for the fact that she was like a part of the whole pretty boy assumption discussion and was going along with it, and then basically acted like she didn't. And then also too, when he called her out on potentially putting you up, she denied it. So he's basically saying, I had these conversations with these people, I'm taking the fall for it, and when they're being called out, they're denying what they're saying. So he does have a reason to target her. We can't trust anybody in this game, but I don't know. We can't trust anybody in this game, but it would be a risk, but I'm not gonna lie and say that I am now willing to take it. I just think it would be really stupid of him to put this pitch out there and guarantee 6 people's safety, stay, win HOH, and then go against us. It's just dumb.
I don't understand how he's guaranteeing us safety. We're guaranteeing him safety.
If he were to win HOH, he wouldn't be putting any of us up. That was my concern. That was my only concern with Josh, is that if he stayed, any one of us was free game. And I was concerned that 2 sunsetters would potentially end up on the block. That was my concern. I was also concerned about exposing our alliance, but I know that if Kyle wins HOH, he is putting me up. So I have a reason to say why I am voting to evict Roe. I'm voting to evict Roe because I believe I'm Kyle's target and Roe is, you're guilty by association, so I can't have you here because you're gonna target me and Roe's gonna support you. That's my reason. That's from my game right now. But we all need to be on the same page, right?
Yeah.
And if Roe wins HOH, he's putting up you and Tara. And in terms of you and Ty, it's good for your game because you now have one of those guys out without really having to do any work other than make your vote, right?
Yeah, but if we vote to keep Josh, we're immediately separate ourselves from Austin and Braden as well.
Right. That's another concern of mine. That, remember I had said that before, that like my concern is that if Josh is going around making it known that Austin is his target, if we keep him, then Austin's going to think we're against her. Because why would we vote to keep somebody that's
right.
against her? Right? But I would have to say, like, yeah, he says you're, like, I'd have to sit down with her and say, like, listen, I'm here to play the game. He's best for my game. If he does put you up, I wouldn't vote well, it depends on who he puts her up against. I wouldn't vote for her. I don't have an interest in going after Austin. Right, so.
What's up?
What are you at?
What are you at?
So they're concerned as to why, like, what are the chances that so many of the Sunsetters are in this plan of Josh's? Like, that's suspicious to them.
It's exposing everything.
Like,
I
how?
don't know if it's exposing.
Nah, people are going to put two and two to, like,
Like, what are the
just-
chances that of the six of us,
had
five
it been
of us are
had
in
it
this
been
plan?
3 or 4 of our group and maybe 2 or 3 on the outside brought into this plan, it would have been a lot more comfortable. But we're the bulk of the group being brought in.
How is that possible?
Like, this just doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have handpicked us like that much.
No way.
That many of us.
No way.
That's 100% exposing our lives.
It's too many of us exposed. Had it been half and half,
If anyone finds out about the 7, our 6 is not protected. 5 of us are in that alliance. That means that if anyone finds out about the 7, 2 of us are going up, and the replacement will be another one of us.
I think the way he looks at it is like he sees Tara, Tina, and Latoya as a thing. I'm a complete floater, and he sees you and Ty as unbreakable, and he knows he can't get Bray or Vic or Kyle because he's so tight with Ro.
I don't know.
I think we're giving Josh way too much credit on that.
It's too many of us, though.
But I wouldn't be in it because I'm with Kyle and Ro. I was just in the ball pit with them, talking game.
Yeah, but his name was thrown into the mix, wasn't it?
Yeah, his name's in there. What do you mean?
He just said he wasn't in it.
He was.
I mean, I would say that I voted to keep Ro, and I would be Kyle's only ally.
Yeah, but how would you vote? If Josh is pleading you to your case, how would you vote?
Huh? I would vote strategically with you guys.
But he would just lie. You would
I
lie.
would just lie. We don't have to tell people what our votes are. Why?
No,
do
I know
What if it's a
that.
unanimous vote?
It wouldn't be unanimous. You're not going to get Bray to.
Like,
There needs to be more on board
Yeah.
besides our group.
I would,
There's-
I would almost rather do this without the deal. You know what I mean? Like, if we were keeping Josh, I would rather just do it as
Just-
an alliance.
right.
Not make any deal with Josh.
We're not making a deal
We're
with
not
him.
making it. We don't have to make a deal with them.
Well, we are.
What's the only well, we're not giving him anything in return. He's giving us. He's promising us safety. We're not promising him anything. He's even saying that, like, should we need to put him on the block?
We could put him on. If I want
Yeah,
a
but the
choice,
fact that he's able to now say at any moment that I made a deal to protect these people, that is technically making a deal with him. And if other people hear about that, then that means that we are on his side. We have made a deal with the devil, that technically, and that's shady. Because the other house members want him out. So that means that us 6 have now made a deal with him. We may not be protecting him, but he's sworn to protect us, which is not them. So technically that's just going to pin them all against us if they find that out. And that means that 2 of us, if they win, are going on the block, with a replacement being another one of us, which is 3 people from our 6, because there's so much overlap. So do you guys trust him enough to not say anything about it? I don't. Like, what has made you guys trust him so much to do this? It just makes no sense.
It's a risk.
Oh, it's definitely a risk.
It's a
It's a huge
risk.
It's a risk that
I think like any move that we make in this game is a risk, but I don't know.
like I just don't understand like where this credibility is coming from. Like he hasn't done anything to show any kind of allegiance.
It's not credibility, it's just the fact of like
Because we know there's going to be a big shift next week.
there's
no
gonna
matter
be
what.
there's gonna be a big shift next week
And
anyways.
everybody's
I
wondering
just
who
don't
they'd
see
put on the
him.
block.
Yeah, but I don't trust. I really just don't trust that he would put one of us up. Like, what kind of credibility does he have to show that he would stay true to his word? And then all of a sudden he puts up people that Kyle and Ro want to put up, and now he's with them. Like, how do we know he's not going to do that? He's such a wild card. You know?
Well, Ro would be gone. And I would have to play the other side of the house.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, Ro would be gone. Kyle's now looking for someone to pull in, and Kyle's been nice with him throughout all this shit. He's been nice to him on a personal level. So if Ro's gone, Kyle's looking to grab someone else. He's gonna grab Josh, and all of a sudden Josh is playing both sides. He's skating. Like, I just personally do not trust him, and I know Ty doesn't either.
It's the amount of people of our group part of the plan that concerns me.
I just feel like we don't need him to go final six. Like, why? I feel like we can make the final seven without him. Like, why do we need Josh? Like, fuck that. I don't know. That's my personal opinion. I think that no one has any clue about this.
If you can go at least one more week without getting exposed, right? Like, by getting him out now, then if one of the six gets HOH, I just think we can hide it longer.
I agree. Like, I understand.
If people are gonna figure out the majority of who voted to keep him in. They may not have everything right, but they're gonna figure out the majority, and that majority that they figure out are gonna be targets right off the bat.
Yeah.
That's the only concern I have with it. Like, I can see the sides of keeping him as well,
Yeah.
but my fear of
I
getting exposed
I
is
hear
a
what
lot
you're
more
saying.
greater.
I see both sides. It's just that before, when the idea was brought to me and everybody was on board and I was not on board, my major concern was that him winning HOH, any of us was up for
Yes,
potential.
it was a wild
That
card.
was such a huge concern.
But
for
you know
me.
what? He could still be a wild card, though.
He could still be a wild card. I don't know. My gut's telling me that he's not. I don't know. I'm just going with my gut. That's it. I'm just going with my instinct. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all you have, really.
That's all
I
you have in this
also-
game anyways.
No,
You
also
can't believe what
totally.
anybody says. You
No,
just literally
absolutely.
go with your gut, right? And my gut's telling me that he would, I'm not saying for like forever he would keep it, but
No.
but for
He would be so grateful.
We're also giving him a lot of credit that he's going to win this HOH.
But it's not jury votes.
What?
It wouldn't be jury votes. Yeah, yeah.
that too, yeah. But I think that in this game, like any HOH, any competition, like I said, I think it's anybody's game.
Yeah.
Like nobody should count anybody out.
No, 100% not.
And I just feel like knowing our luck, like
Yeah.
he would be the one to win it, you know.
And then like,
Do you know what I mean?
Because if it is, you got to think in teams too, because we don't know if the teams are done.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, but I think in teams.
So there's
Well-
me, you, and T on our team. Like myself or T. Like if Kyle would win,
I'm up.
it would.
It
be
also
T.
puts me in a really shitty position in terms of if teams dissolve and someone figures out I flip the vote, I am like
Remember sound block.
100%.
Yeah.
Anyone gets it on the other, that's it, fucked.
So when we're saying anyone, I don't know. I just feel like we have a lot of influence in the different corners
I
that
don't
we're
know.
at.
Like we do,
I don't
but that doesn't change the fact that people don't want, although next week will be a shitstorm, people still don't want to be taking huge shots. And like,
This will give them excuse to make
Exactly.
huge shots.
yeah.
I think this, yeah, I
We
don't
can talk
know.
about it more.
Oh yeah, we just
Yeah.
we have to look at every aspect of
Yeah,
it.
we have to keep talking about it.
No, we're not gonna. Yeah, we're not gonna rule it out. Like it's,
Nothing, yeah.
We have to look at
Agreed.
both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have to decide, we all have to be on the same page and we all have to
Absolutely.
decide
100%.
together.
absolutely. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Like I said, I'm open to both, whatever
Yeah.
makes sense, whatever is the best decision for everybody,
Yeah.
that's what we'll do,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
And I would have to
But
convince
you know,
the other side
we just
of
have
the
to look at
house
every
that
avenue of it,
that's
every
if we were to
possibility,
go
every
with it.
scenario. And
Yeah, but like obviously, you don't have to worry about that yet. I wouldn't like.
And I just
I
love
wouldn't
the
say-
idea of everyone, if every single person didn't say they voted for to keep Roe, if every single person did, the whole house would be fucked. And we would become unscathed. Why do we have to? It's a secret vote. Why do we have to tell people who we voted for? You could be fucked up about
Because
it.
it's-
You could be fucked up about it.
The street, it's very obvious. If the vote is 7-3, Braden, Kyle.
It wouldn't be obvious.
It wouldn't.
I don't know.
He's right with that.
If
That
we're
this whole
all-
telling people who we voted for and stuff, it like that stuff
No,
does
no,
need
you
to
wouldn't.
stop. It wouldn't be obvious.
It wouldn't,
Because
not
right
if we-
now, if I was to vote to keep Josh, nobody would believe that.
Yeah.
I am so like nobody would believe that. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
but you're gonna lie to someone's face?
no.
Exactly. So. This whole telling people who we vote for thing gotta stop. Who'd you vote for? Josh?
Yeah.
oh fuck.